Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, guys. This story is heating up fast, and it's got all the makings of a blockbuster move that could shake up the entire NFC East. It's all about the Washington Commanders, a team that, despite their solid 4-2 record so far this season, faces a pressing need to bolster their pass rush, especially after losing Javonte Jean-Baptiste to an ankle injury in Week 5. Jean-Baptiste, who's been emerging as a promising young edge rusher, is now out for roughly 4 weeks, and that leaves a pretty significant gap on the defensive front. So, what are the Commanders doing? Well, according to recent rumors and reports from Ian Rappaport, they're eyeing a big move to bring in one of the premier pass rushers in the league, Danielle Hunter from the Houston Texans. And this isn't just any rumor, it's a calculated move that could have huge implications for both teams involved. The Commanders, sitting with about $22 million in cap space, are looking to strengthen their defensive front, particularly their pass rush, which has been somewhat inconsistent. They currently get around 2.7 sacks per game, which is decent but not enough when you consider the quality of opposing quarterbacks they face. Bringing in a player like Hunter could elevate that pressure rate significantly. Hunter, for those who may not be fully aware, is a 4-time Pro Bowler, and he's been a dominant force since he entered the league back in 2015, initially with the Minnesota Vikings after being drafted in the 3rd round. The numbers speak for themselves. In 2025, Hunter has been absolutely wrecking it, accumulating 6 sacks and 38 pressures in just 6 games, stats that rank him among the best at his position. His PFF grade is an impressive 89.8, putting him in the top 6 among edges, and he boasts a 21% pass rush win rate, along with averaging 2.3 QB hits per game. That's the kind of disruptive presence that can turn a game around single-handedly. Think about what he could do paired with Jonathan Allen. Together, they could create chaos for opposing quarterbacks, forcing hurried throws, sacks, and turnovers. His ability to win against double teams and bend around the edge with speed makes him a nightmare for offensive lines. Now, it's important to note that the Texans are in a tricky spot cap-wise, with only around $17 million available, and they're currently allowing 24 points per game on defense, which isn't exactly stellar. They're also in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially on offense, trying to get their young quarterback C.J. Stroud comfortable and productive. Stroud's been solid, completing about 62% of his passes with 8 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, showing flashes of brilliance but also room to grow. The Texans, with a 3-3 start, are sitting with pretty long odds for a playoff run, around plus 12-0 according to some betting lines. So their focus right now is on building for the future, accumulating draft picks, and giving their young core the tools to succeed. Trading Danielle Hunter, who's set to make $18 million in 2025, makes sense for Houston if they're aiming to add more draft capital and focus on their rebuild, especially since they're prioritizing extensions for Nico Collins, their promising wide receiver. For the Commanders, though, this move could be a game-changer. Hunter is not just a good pass rusher, he's a game-wrecker. His ability to generate plus 3.8 sacks per game when added to the Commanders' current pass rush would push their pressure rate from around 31% to nearly 47%. That's almost a 50% increase, and such a boost can lead to more turnovers, more third-and-long stops, and overall domination on defense. When paired with Jonathan Allen, Hunter would create a front that's downright terrifying for any quarterback facing the Commanders. Their rush would be relentless, their hurry rate could jump from 29% to 44%, and the impact on the opposing offense's rhythm would be undeniable. Looking at his career, Hunter has been a consistent force, with over 100 sacks in his professional tenure, and he's been a prolific pressure creator, forcing 17 hurries per game on average over his career. His ability to win in bend rush situations, thanks to his speed and agility, makes him one of the most dangerous edge rushers in the league. His 2025 stats are remarkable: 6 sacks, 38 pressures, a PFF grade of nearly 90, and a 21% win rate on pass rushes. Plus, he has shown durability this year, with no injuries reported so far, unlike in 2024 when his shoulder limited him to just 13 games. His stats and impact projections suggest that he could be a difference maker for the Commanders, especially in the playoff push. And let's talk about the bigger picture here. This move could be a strategic turning point for the Commanders. Their current roster has a solid foundation, but adding a proven pass rusher like Hunter could elevate their chances of making a deep playoff run. The betting odds are already reflecting that, with DraftKings shifting their Super Bowl odds from +7.0 to +3.800 after the rumors of this potential trade surfaced. That's a significant move, implying that the market believes the Commanders could become serious contenders if they land Hunter. His reputation as a sack predator in postseason play adds an extra layer of intrigue. He's known for stepping up in big moments. His career postseason stats include averaging 2.4 sacks per game, and that kind of pressure can be the difference in tight playoff games. On the other side, the Texans are recalibrating, focusing on their rebuild and draft strategy. They're giving up a player who can be a difference maker for a draft pick, specifically a second-round pick in 2026, showing how much they value the future. Houston's priority right now is developing C.J. Stroud, extending Nico Collins, and collecting draft assets. They're betting on their young QB and their future, rather than holding onto veteran stars for a team that's still trying to find its footing. For the Commanders, this trade is about more than just adding a player. It's about sending a message. It's about saying, we're serious about competing now, especially with a roster that has shown flashes of potential, but needs that extra edge to truly contend. The addition of Hunter would not just be a boost for the pass rush, but also a statement to the rest of the NFC that Washington is here to compete at the highest level. They're not just building for the future, they want to win now, and this trade could be a critical step in that direction. In terms of the overall impact on the season, the Commanders are looking at a scenario where Hunter's presence could turn close games into wins, especially against teams with strong pocket passers. His ability to disrupt the timing of the opposing offense is unmatched. For the NFC playoff picture, this move could push the Commanders into a different stratum, making them a team that other contenders will have to reckon with. It's a bold move, but in the NFL, boldness often pays off. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe bringing in Danielle Hunter is the move that can push this team over the edge? Are you excited about the potential impact he can have on this defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and the latest Washington Commanders news. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep this conversation going. This is your source for all things Commanders, and we're just getting started.